Hello everybody! So I am back at Universal Studios Hollywood and I'm here for a fun day in the park and to check for any HHN maze construction updates. Funny enough, Halloween Horror Nights is right around the corner. It is August already and I am super excited about that, and I know you guys are. And joining me today is none other than my mom, Joni Conway, also known as JC Pollyanna. And what are you wearing today, Mom?
Oh my gosh, I would say travel dress.
Oh, is that the theme on the print?
Travel.
Is travel. And Hello Kitty, of course, because we love Hello Kitty. Oh, and the purse to match, and the bow, of course. So Mom, out of all the confirmed mazes for HHN 2021, which one are you most excited about?
This is easy. There's two. Number 2,
Okay.
Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh.
Because I love that.
That Netflix show is super creepy,
Love it.
yeah.
And number 1 is The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, the scariest movie of all time, debatably. Yeah, I am super excited about The Exorcist too. I mean, that Reagan, she's such a little creeper, you know? She's super scary, that one.
All that throwing up.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for her. Yeah, she is super spooky and we love the spooky. And we know that you guys do too. So follow us along, why don't you, to Universal Studios Hollywood and HHN maze construction updates. Okay everybody, I'm back over at Curious George parking lot. Just gonna take a look at some of these HHN mazes, see if there's any updates. First of all, let's have a look at the maze rumored to be the Haunting of Hill House. Well, by the look at all of these boards, there's definitely still a lot of work to be done, but check it out. Although not quite looking like Hill House just yet, they did paint the facade black. More speculation, at least on my end, is where are they going to put Scare Base this year? For those of you who don't know, Scare Base is basically the place where the scare actors go to get their wigs on and their makeup and their masks and their costumes for the event. And normally it's just on the first floor right over here. And Scare Base normally has a lot of space, which is a good thing because so many scare actors work this event, at least 600, 700, 800, something along those lines. But they have never had 2 Halloween Horror Nights mazes located right by Scare Base. So I'm very curious where they're gonna put it this year. Or if they're just gonna figure something out and just keep it at Curious George. Okay, now let's take a look at this other maze, rumored to be Pandora's Box number 2. And that facade there is looking really nice. This is about as far as I can go, unfortunately, to see the front of it. But if I remember correctly, this looks a lot like Pandora's Box 1 looked like in 2019. See, look at that. Looks like they're doing a lot of work to this maze. So let's have another look at this, shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna show this from a different angle, and first off, check this out. I'm gonna zoom in. Like, what? What is that? Now, I actually got better footage of this the other day. This little guy was just kind of out in the open right next to the maze, so I'm gonna show that to you guys right now. Ooh, who's he? So it's very interesting, little evil robot guy with horns, I guess, and a cage. So if I didn't think this maze was Pandora's Box before, I definitely think so now. Another update, as you can see, I'm gonna zoom in here. We have some signs up. See, one says break room, one says makeup and mask room, and it looks like the other one says tech room. This gets me really excited for the event. This is very nostalgic to me, just seeing this, because like I've said in previous videos, I've worked as a scare actor at Universal Studios Hollywood. Yeah, I've actually worked the event from 2010 to 2019. 2016 was actually the only year that I had to skip because I was working on a ship. But then I came right back in 2017, so wow, this makes me so stoked for the event, I can't even say, especially after it getting canceled last year in 2020. I'm definitely gonna come back here really soon for more updates, in about a week or so, but for now, goodbye HHN mazes, and I will be seeing you really, really soon. Okay everybody, so we're gonna start off over at Waterworld, the rumored Halloween something or another, Halloween Kills, Halloween 4, Season of the Witch, one of them. And we're just gonna check out and see what's new over here. Okay, so I backed up a little and let's take a look at what we have here. Yeah, that's a little different, isn't it? So this facade here did say Silver Shamrock, which was once an indication that they were going to put Season of the Witch here, Halloween 3. And then it was just kind of whitewashed for a while and there was no sign. And now this facade looks identical to the Halloween 4 maze from 2019. Like literally identical, look at this. What a change that is. So the big question everybody wants to know is, are they doing Halloween 4 now this year? The big rumor was Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, but obviously they have changed the facade. And then the rumor was Halloween Kills for a while there, but now the rumors seem to be leaning towards Halloween 4. And why the sudden change of plans? That's what I want to know. Did they think Season of the Witch just wouldn't be quite as popular because Michael Myers isn't in the movie? If anyone's ever seen Season of the Witch, the movie, you know that Michael Myers is not in that movie. I think Season of the Witch would have been a lot of fun, but did they just think that Halloween 4 would be more popular because Michael Myers is in it? Okay, Mom, what do you think? Is this Season of the Witch? Probably not. I think we've ruled that out at this point. Is it Halloween 4 or Halloween Kills?
Could it be all of them?
Is it every Halloween movie ever made for like a mashup? Halloween mashup. I would say I 100% believe that Michael Myers will be in this maze. It will be a Halloween maze.
Absolutely.
It would have been nice to have Halloween Kills, I think, but maybe they couldn't get the rights to it. What do you think?
I don't know, but I'm going to say it's going to be a match.
A mash? I don't know. I'm still at this point leaning towards Halloween 4.
Okay.
Which one? You know what? I love Halloween, so I'd be happy to have any of those mazes back.
Yeah.
Here's another look at the facade in the front. Is that me or does that look taller? Oh my gosh. That makes me so excited for this event. Like, look at that. I just can't wait to walk through this maze. And I know I'm not the only one who's excited to see this maze. Halloween 4 or Halloween 3 or Halloween Kills or a Halloween mashup. Whatever this maze is gonna be, it's gonna be super exciting. Okay, so we have decided we're gonna check out the Studio Tour because we hear there's some HHN stuff to look at on the good old Studio Tour. As many of you know, there are rumors that Terror Tram is returning to HHN 2021, and I personally believe that those rumors are true. Mom, has Terror Tram been confirmed for HHN?
Has it?
Has
I'm
it?
hearing really strong
Maybe it's just
guesses.
strong guesses and rumors, but I feel like basically they might as well confirm it at this point. I don't know, because I've heard so many strong rumors about it, like we've said.
People seem very positive about it.
I think so. We've also heard you can see a couple new developments on the tram tour, possibly connected with HHN, so let's take a look.
As part of our company's Green is Universal Sustainability Initiative, today we are riding on one of our first electric trams that has been introduced to our fleet. We've got a total of 20 trams that take guests around the back lot, and 2 of those 20 trams so far have been turned into electric vehicles. So not every day you get to ride on one of these, including myself. Kind of fun. That stage on the right, 29, has been used for game shows. It's been used for Family Feud, hosted by Steve Harvey. One of the celebrity episodes with the Kardashians filmed in there. We've also had filmed game shows here in the past. One of ours, Hollywood Game Night, hosted by Jim.
Whose name is worth more in Scrabble tiles? Uzo Aduba or David Oyelowo?
We've been through a lot, so I think it's time to relax. Let's take a vacation. We're heading to Amity Island. It was once terrorized by the famous shark in Jaws, but the people of Amity are breathing a sigh of relief. They caught that shark, and they got it hanging up on display over there on the right-hand side of the harbor. There should be a police diver in the water. Folks, not good. I think I see another fin out there in the middle of the water right now. It's swimming over towards our police diver. That's George. Hey, George! Swim back towards the police diver. George, buddy, you all right? Say something, you good? Folks, this is getting dangerous. We better pull forward and protect ourselves. So stay in your seats. We'll pull up and hide behind these and we'll get some meat. Looks like the shark got a hold of the bait that was tied to that yellow buoy in the center. So far, so good. Anybody keep their eye on the shark? I think I might see him over there on the other side. We've got a few more picture cars here on your right-hand side. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, some of the cars in the back left have been used for the movies, including the newest F9 Saga Series one. So there you go. Some more picture cars in this area. We're going to be making our way around, and we're going to see a very iconic, recognizable location next. If you're a fan of thrillers, if you're a fan of classics, if you're a fan of Alfred Hitchcock, you're going to recognize this next spot. We've got the Bates Motel. The Psycho House is on the hill from the 1960 classic. 12 rooms, 12 vacancies. There's an office on the far left. The only rooms that have real interiors, the office and cabin 1. They didn't build anything inside of rooms 2 through 12 because they knew those rooms were not going to be rented during the making of the movie. You don't need to build what the camera is not going to see. Up here at the Psycho House, the home is a little bit smaller than a normal home should be. As we pass by the home, we'll be entering one of the most colossal sets you'll find out here. This is the airplane crash site scene from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. 47. They purchased the plane from an airplane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. They took it apart piece by piece. They loaded each piece onto a flatbed truck, and then they drove it here to Universal to film this one and only scene for the movie.
Okay, so what? Did you guys see what we saw? Did you guys, I'm not sure if I caught it on film, I'm not, but we saw something on the tram tour that is a very, very strong hint for Terror Tram, but we'll go back to that in a little bit. First of all, as you saw in the video, we passed by Soundstage 29, and that location is rumored to be where they're going to put The Exorcist, basically. So let's have another look at that, shall we?
That stage on the right, 29, has been used for game shows. It's been used for Family Feud, hosted by Steve Harvey. One of the celebrity episodes with the Kardashians filmed in there. We've also had filmed game shows here in the past. One of ours, Hollywood Game Night, hosted by Jay Lynch.
I mean, what do you think, Mom? Do you think that's where The Exorcist is going to be?
I'm in. It is.
I pretty much think it's a done deal. That's where it's going to be. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, because the Exorcist maze seemed like kind of a small maze, the one they did in 2016.
Yeah.
You know, it was located over by the Mummy Queue originally, and the soundstage is so big and spacious. You know, they had Stranger Things there, and like, you know, Stranger Things 2 the next year. So I'm just a little surprised they're putting The Exorcist there.
Maybe we can expect more.
Maybe are they expanding the maze? That would be kind of nice. You know, if they're going to bring back The Exorcist, I just hope they maybe add something new to it. But I mean, I'm here for it. That soundstage is super big and spooky. If I were Reagan, I'd totally want to hang out there, I think. Okay, now let's talk about Terror Tram. As you saw, we passed by the Bates Motel. Okay, based off of all of that construction and the woodwork they had off to the left too for construction, I can say 100% their Terror Tram is coming back to 2021. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty much a given.
Wood, building, yeah.
Yeah, there's wood, they're doing construction over there. There's a lot of activity, as you guys can see in the video. But the big thing I think that we saw, again, I'm not sure if I caught it on film. If I did, I'll show it back in the tape and I'll show a photo of it. But the big thing we saw is a sign that said Chucky on it. That's right, Chucky. Okay, what did you see, Mom? What do you call it? It was really quick. We went by. It was like
so
literally a
quick,
glimpse.
And I went, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so a van that said Chucky's something on it. I can't remember.
Chucky's, that's interesting.
I know.
What I saw was the Curse of Chucky, something along those lines. Curse of Chucky.
Things.
Yeah. But Chucky, guys, what? So is that going to be the theme for Terror Tram? No, they've had Chucky for the event, just off and on throughout the years. They had Chucky's Insult Emporium, I think. That's why I was wondering if that's the sign you saw, because that would be a big deal. They had that in past years, but then they took it out.
Yeah.
I think Chucky was maybe getting a little too insulting, apparently, for some of the guests. So they also had a Chucky Street Zone. Was it 2014? And they've had him in a couple of the mazes as well.
Okay.
Yeah, they had him in a maze. And they also had Tiffany as well.
Tiffany.
Over by where the Walking Dead maze is now, and the House of Horrors maze. They had a maze over there, and Chucky was there, and so was Tiffany. So is he making a comeback? But even more, Chucky was on Terror Tram. I think it was only 1 year, correct me if I'm wrong, but in 2010 it was Chucky's Revenge or something like that. And Chucky took over the Terror Tram basically. And he like literally took over, and then you had to go through Terror Tram.
I don't know why. Why would I remember that? But I remember.
You remember?
That.
Yeah, it's been a while trying to brush away the cobwebs of HHN because I've been coming and working to this event for a long time. But I know that Chucky was at Terror Tram. It's possible he made a comeback after that.
Okay.
And Chucky is like a big gun of terror. He is like a titan of terror. He's like one of the big wigs. You know what I mean?
Scares me.
Yeah, so if he were the theme for Terror Tram, he wouldn't have to share the theme with anybody else. You know what I mean? That would be the theme for Terror Tram.
He's terrifying.
He's pretty scary. He's a scary little dude, you know? So I think based on that sign that we saw, I think that means that Chucky's Revenge is coming back to Terror Tram. Chucky's coming to terrify again, guys.
No.
I'm excited about that. I don't know why. I'm a fan of Chucky and the movies. I know in past years they've had The Purge there, and they had Hollywood Harry, they've had Scream over there, they've had The Walking Dead, they've had a lot of different themes for Terror Tram. But for some reason I think that Chucky works, you know? Chucky's had a nice little break for a few years there, but I think he's ready to come back and terrorize us all. No pun intended, Terror Tram.
He was definitely gone 2020.
Only because we all were.
Well, there you go. But he's a doll who came to life and terrorized us all. That's scary.
I know. You know what I'd like to see though is Tiffany. Tiffany's my favorite. She's a lot of fun. That's the bride of Chucky, for those of you who don't know.
She is pretty perky.
Yeah, they had her 1 year in one of the mazes. So yeah, it'd be nice to see if maybe she's making a return, or what they're gonna have on Terror Tram this year compared to 2010 or previous years. So what do you guys think about the possibility of the Revenge of Chucky on Terror Tram this year? Go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. Okay, so we went down the Universal escalator, and right now we are looking at the Mummy queue. And check this out. Now this location is rumored to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I think makes sense. I mean, check this out. This just screams Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And plus that maze has been confirmed for 2021. So I'm finally seeing some changes over at this maze, because check it out. I'm seeing some leaves over there, some trees perhaps. And this I'm pretty sure is going to be the end scene for the maze, whatever it is. What's over there to the left and the right? It looks like some creepy, I don't know, cobwebs or something like that. And there's the house there. That's been there for quite a while now. And it looks like to the left that area is covered, so we can't see what it is. But this is definitely the end scene of the maze. Or what they call it, the final scare, I guess. Sometimes they even call it the final scare if there's another scare at the end of the maze. So I'm really excited to go through that maze and see what it's gonna be. Let's take a look at the front. Oh, what's that at the top there? I don't think I saw that before. This is as close as I can zoom in, unfortunately, but what is that? Do you guys see it? It's like something jagged. Something jagged over the wall there, and it's like gray. What is that? And that's definitely the front of the maze facade. And there's like another house if you look to the right there, like with a white roof. And we can't see anything else in the maze, obviously, because everything else is interior, but oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. This was a super spooky maze back in 2012. It'll be interesting to see if they do any changes for 2021. Okay, so we are in the front of the Bride of Frankenstein Lives maze. Not a lot of changes to this book, but we're just here because it's fun. She's just pretty to look at. Because check this out, they definitely put a lot of detail into this book and the writing there. And you can see the pages to the left and that little corner at the top. It just looks very vintagey. And I've shown this before, but this is just to the right of the book, and it looks like a wreckage, which is pretty much how the maze is going to begin, I believe. Because if you've seen the Bride of Frankenstein movie, it ends with Frankenstein and his bride dying together in a wreckage of fire. But apparently the Bride of Frankenstein survives. But does Frankenstein survive? Or does she try to bring him back? What happens?
I don't know.
We don't know, but we will find out after going through this maze right here. Actually, we will all find out really soon. Today is August 9th. You know what that means, guys? It means basically in a month. In 1 month, HHN 2021 is opening up. Like, how crazy is that? Like finally, after all these months of speculating and after it being closed in 2020, we are finally gonna have spooky events. And let's face it, Halloween Horror Nights is the spookiest event of all.
Well, I have to say, the big part of all of this has been speculating.
Speculation.
I loved speculating.
It's kind of, it just gets you, you know, obviously we never go into areas that we're not supposed to. Everything we film is within a guest's view. I think that's really important to be respectful to the park. But seeing a glimpse of things here and there just gets you excited about the event, you know? And we've been speculating this book for quite some time, so it's nice to finally see writing on it, to see it all pretty. It'll be even nicer when we finally get to walk through the scary maze. Okay guys, well, the park is now closing and our spooky hearts are full because we've speculated all of the HHN mazes. So I think that means it is the end of the video, but only for now. Because we have tons of content coming up really soon now that spooky season is around the corner. And we love the spooky, right Mom?
We love the spooky.
We love the spooky and we know that you love the spooky. So on that note, if you liked our video, please hit that like and subscribe button because it helps the channel out a whole lot. And plus, it'll keep you guys updated. Okay everybody, stay safe, stay spooky, and perhaps sometime we will see you in the parks.
We'd love to have you come up to us. We love meeting new friends.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!